Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, December 7th. I'm about to go Christmas shopping, and while I am out, I thought we could do some Tamagotchi hunting. I am still on the look for that winter stained glass shell. I would also like to see the Angel, the Generation 3 on store shelves, even though I've already received mine. I would also like to see the Walmart Jelly Shell on store shelves. I was able to order this one online, but I would love to see it in person as I haven't received mine yet. So winter stained glass is the priority today, but then we're just going to keep our eyes out for those other two. Before I get going though, I'd like to share what's on my mind. I have some thoughts that I'm going to try to put together and do a couple good sentences for you. But right now I'm really frustrated. I'm really frustrated with what I've kind of dubbed the Tamagotchi Shell Culture. So not our community culture. Generally, I think the Tamagotchi community is fantastic. It's one of the best communities that I am a part of. What I want to talk about is more of the buying culture that we're currently facing. Some of this current shell culture comes directly from Bondi. Some of it is from within the community. Some of it is scalpers. There's just a lot of things at play here. But basically, I'm really frustrated with the variety of shells that so many people are trying to get a hold of and how tough it is to get a hold of those shells. Of course, collecting, there's supposed to be some kind of drive. As collectors, we're supposed to be excited and driven by limited release, limited finds, but right now in this moment, I think it's getting pushed too far in the Tamagotchi world. It started with the melon soda shell from Japan. It was so difficult to import one at a reasonable price. I just gave up. I enjoy the challenge of importing virtual pets. I think it's fun to hunt them out and figure out how to get them over here. But in this situation, individuals were selling this shell for so much, it just wasn't worth it. It just was not worth it to me. And then when we had the melon soda get announced in the United States, that pre-order announcement was very frustrating. We were told the pre-orders were up, then it wasn't, so people were checking and frustrated and concerned that they missed it. And now we have this winter stained glass shell, which is absolutely gorgeous, but it's just not attainable. Like, it's literally just not possible for some people to even get it or find it without paying scalper prices, which are absolutely insane. And I think this is just so toxic. I think it's very toxic for the Tamagotchi community. I do think we're currently responding to it very well, but I think it's going to cause collector burnout. I think it's caused collector burnout in me. Honestly, I have almost little to no interest to go out and find these shells right now, but we actually have someone coming to work on our house at 9 o'clock. It's like 9:01 right now, so I really need to get going, but I just need to get out of the house, so I might as well. I do really want this winter stained glass, but if I can't find it today, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do to pursue this shell. Like I said, I'm really burnt out. It's the holiday season. I want to focus on the holidays. I want to focus on my family, and I don't want to worry about getting this shell. Anyways, I need to get going before it gets too late. So we're going to stop at Target, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart. I think those are the three best options we have, at least in my area. So wish me luck, and we'll see what we can find. We made it to our first stop. Thankfully, Target does not look very busy right now. The last couple times I checked here on Saturdays, it was wildly busy, so it's gonna be a good shopping trip in here. Just nice and relaxing, and hopefully they have what we're looking for. This is what the Tamagotchis looked like when I got here. So it looks like they've kind of been rummaged through. There's just three. We've got the Rockstar, the Apple, and another Rockstar. Target was a no. The Tamagotchi stock at my local Target has not changed in weeks. I did ask an employee to check if there were any more in the back, and there were not. So we are on to the next store. Look at how gorgeous that blue sky is though. I love to see that, especially in the wintertime. We don't see a lot of blue skies here. Next, we're here at Barnes & Noble. I'm actually feeling really good about this stop. I'm not sure why I have such a good feeling, but hopefully we'll be able to find some Tamagotchi, or maybe I can find a Christmas present for someone. I'm not having too much luck in either department today. No to any of the Tamagotchis we were looking for. They did have a good selection of older release shells though. That has been my experience at every Barnes & Noble I've been to. So if you're in the market for some of the older release shells, definitely check your local Barnes & Noble. I also didn't find any Christmas presents, but I did get a couple of ideas. I have a couple people that I want to shop for that are kind of tricky. They're tricky to shop for every year, but I got a couple good ideas in there. So we might be visiting here again soon to pick some things up. Since we're out here, we might as well stop at Meijer. I don't have a lot of high hopes though. However, someone has to get these new shells in. Like, we haven't seen anything in West Michigan to my knowledge. I haven't seen any of the new shells anywhere, and I haven't heard of anyone finding the winter stained glass in West Michigan. So it's gotta turn up eventually. We have the mermaid as well as some of the older shells, which are cool to see, but we also have a price point that is a little higher than at most other places. All right, last stop. We've had no luck anywhere else, so fingers crossed for this one. Lots of rock stars and apples. There's nothing new here. And same with what's in the back. So nothing here. I do think the jelly one is supposed to be on an end cap, so we'll keep looking. That whole shopping trip was disappointing. Not only did we not find any of the new release virtual pets, but we also didn't find any Christmas presents. So we're back to the drawing board for both things, but whatever. It was good to spend some time out of the house today. I'm a little frustrated because the person working on our house actually moved to tomorrow. They let us know at like 10:30. I just found out now that I got home and didn't see their truck in the driveway. So I kind of spent the whole morning out of the house for no reason, but that's okay. Not every day can be a good day. And honestly, this is just not turning out to be a good day for me. So I'm going to get back in my pajamas and I'm just going to forget about this entire morning. For the winter stained glass, I feel like giving up. I am so frustrated. I don't want to do this Tamagotchi hunt circuit again. I'm so sick of doing it. But at the same time, I don't think I should give up. Since we're not seeing any of the new shells in West Michigan yet, or at least in my area that I live in, it's got to turn up eventually. It's got to show up eventually. These new shells, they're going to make it on the shelves at some point in time. So I know I shouldn't give up, but I definitely need a break from it. Even though it wasn't successful, thank you so much for joining me today for another day of Tamagotchi hunting. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram and a couple other social media platforms. All of my links are in the description box below. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.